Mondays often look a little different at Arvada's Municipal Court. That's because of a program called One Small Step, OSS for short.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
OSS is an alternative sentencing program designed for those experiencing homelessness.
A lot of our individuals experiencing homelessness in our community commit low-level crimes as a result of the homelessness. For example, public intoxication, public urination, trespassing. And we found that a lot of our typical sentencing conditions like fines, community service work classes didn't work. It wasn't getting those people to a better place.
The person can't pay it and then we're like immediately behind the eight ball and we've placed them in a really tough spot.
One Small Step fast tracks them into a system with a court date often just a few days away.
That a lot of our defendants who are experiencing homelessness don't live by a calendar.
Next week's court date is easier to remember than one that is 2 months out. But the hope of the OSS program is for long-term participation and success. It starts with a ticket and a lot of compassion.
We are already thinking days and weeks and even months ahead. And so we know that this ticket that we're going to issue this person is just the beginning of one of several dominoes that may follow. In a positive sense. We recognize that they're just humans too. They're people just like us. They're just in a different phase of life, certainly handling a much different set of circumstances. A bad day for me or you is much different than a bad day for them.
Once in the system, defendants are asked to return weekly. Many thrive on that routine.
One of my defendants said recently, which I just absolutely loved, he goes, "You're the reason I get out of bed on Mondays because, I've got something to do and somewhere to go." And when he says get out of bed, he means get out of wherever his bed was that night. But I've seen people really thrive in that.
The initial sentence is for up to a year in the One Small Step program.
Part of their sentencing is to meet with myself or one of the other service providers that we have.
We're willing to help you. We have information, we have resources. We're not just going to throw a business card your way and say good luck and walk away.
The most important component of this program is that we are a multidisciplinary team. The police department core team has regular contact with our homeless population. Our homeless navigators have regular contact with our homeless population. I, as a judge, have regular contact. Our city attorney has regular contact, probation, and we're all here at the same place. So they don't have to go to 20 different government buildings. A lot of what they need to get their basic needs met are here.
So on Mondays, the entire team stands ready, whether it be helping to fill out an application or taking steps to get identifying documents, bus tokens, or just providing basic necessities. From the housing navigator's position, the ultimate goal is to end homelessness in Arvada.
So part of my job is to determine a client's level of readiness to seek housing and also to find appropriate programs for them. If they're not ready, maybe they want a different type of housing, such as transitional housing, or maybe get into sober living or rehab, detox. I can help them do that too, but also to engage with them on a weekly basis to see where they're at. Going from homelessness into housing, it's a huge transition for someone, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And a lot of them get really super scared right before they're about to be housed. And that's okay. They're not ready, that's okay. Come back when you are. And always making myself available to the clients for that.
The homeless have a difficult life as it is. For most of them, just getting their next meal and finding a place to lay their head, that consumes their day. And so we do our part to build trust and build rapport with them. And we see that person as an individual with individual and unique characters and hardships and problems and even dreams and goals that they still have.
And when a defendant misses a week because of transportation or work, for example, Judge Kurtz asks them to at least check in by phone that week.
Shockingly, they do call and check in and say, "Hey, Judge, I'm so sorry I can't make it this week." I'm like, "Great, thank you for letting me know. I'll see you next week." So it's really cool to see their investment in the program, and their engagement is really been awesome to witness. And so the goal of One Small Step is to relook at how we are supporting this population and really giving them the tools and resources they need to get them to a better place. Because if they do, then they're not continuing to commit crime. And I think the name really says it all. We don't expect perfection, we just expect progress.